following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Good afternoon, Joe. How are you?
Well, I could be better. What's all this stuff about murder?
That's why I called you here. Over the last 4 nights, reports of murders have been phoned in. Now, the black and whites that investigated found nothing. Now the captain wants us to investigate personally.
Do you think it's Big Vito Capelli?
Big Vito? Headed to South End? Doesn't sound like his style, Joe.
Yeah, well, you could be right. But who'd be crazy enough to spread rumors about murder of all things?
I don't know. Best thing to do is to check out all leads.
Okay, well, I got the undercover car ready.
Undercover? Oh, your car! That's a beautiful car.
Yeah.
By the way, where were you last night?
Oh, last night, well, before the captain called me in here, I was out directing traffic on Main Street. I was supposed to help the Narcs in an undercover operation, but nothing came down. Standing out in the rain for 4 hours, making my feet hurt.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Oh, it just came down last night.
Oh, yeah? Well, you should have seen what happened to me. A couple of nights ago, I had main desk duty. Some joker walks in and says he's gonna blow his brains out and lets us see the mayor right away.
Oh, why?
Turned out to be an escape from Bellevue. He said the Martians were after him.
Well, let's get down to business.
Okay. Captain says we're to go to a 114 Schofield Lane.
I know the area well. Who do we see?
Captain says it's a man by the name of John Romanoff, who's responsible for all of the calls that were phoned in.
Perhaps he's in trouble. Perhaps he's crazy. Why don't we just arrest him for a police arrest?
We'll see, Joe, we'll see. First, we gotta check out all leads, and we'll see what's what, and that way we'll know whether or not he's responsible for all this.
Okay, well, let's go.
John Romanoff's house to see John Romanoff, but something peculiar happened. We knocked at the door. There was no answer. So Joe and I decided to circle around back. Back of John Romanoff's house. We saw nothing as of yet. Then we heard a noise and Joe spotted it. There he was, John Romanoff. Joe checked his identification, and it was Romanoff. So the only thing we could do was contact homicide and call ballistics.
Yeah, Captain. Okay, Joe's coming in now with the report. Right. Good enough. All right.
This is the report from the forensic boys downtown. I had Quincy rush it over to me. See, it doesn't offer much.
Thanks for the coffee.
Hey, could I use your phone? I gotta call my wife, tell her I'm gonna be a little bit late.
You should have seen the headlines the paper stated. Romanoff kill cell, suicide.
Romanoff kill cell, suicide.
We both know
Yeah.
it's murder.
Yeah, honey. It's Joe. No, I won't be home for another couple of hours. Say about 1 o'clock. Oh, no. Don't wait up for me. Yes, I know this is the third night in a row. But something big's coming down. And me and Clark have to be there. Yes, I know. Well, if I can find the store open, I'll bring you home some bread, okay? I'll give you a call later if I'm going to be any later. Bye. So, I really didn't read the forensic report thoroughly. What did the boys find?
Said Romanoff was murdered mysteriously by some type of electrical elocution of some type.
So that would rule out a suicide.
Definitely. I don't think a person could kill himself outside of his own home, could he? On his own back porch? How could one kill himself with electrocution that way?
There was no... When we checked it out, you didn't find nothing at the site. Nothing that could prove that maybe you did some sort of machine or anything?
None.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll go down. Still got a couple hours left. I'll go down to Romanoff's house. Do a study there. And then I guess you can go home and go to sleep.
Sleep? What sleep? This case is bugging the freaking everything out of me.
It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. What did the chief have to say? What does he think?
He wants us to keep on going with it. He said push it as long as you could. He knows it's murder as well as us.
Secretary still here?
I don't think so. Wait a minute there. There's only one thing that I found here on all the research we've done in the
I thought you guys would want to read the paper.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Find that headline.
Romanoff kill cell. Romanoff kill cell suicide. Da 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 da.
It says here. What? Oh, you gotta read that. You gotta read that. Doesn't make sense, does it?
No, it doesn't. But the only thing I found in my research through all these reports and files is the name Vito and Strange Person. Those are the two names.
Big Vito?
Yes, Big Vito. Vito and Strange Person.
Who's this strange person?
I don't know. He's some kind of inventor type guy or some other such thing. Scientist? Something like that.
Let's call records. Yeah, Bill. Bill, this is Joe. Could you do me a favor? Could you pull the files on Big Vito and about a person of the name Strange Person? You have the first name?
Bruce.
Bruce W. Strange Person. Yes, that's what I said. Strange Person. Pull the files. Bring them up immediately. Thanks. Let's hope we find someone.
All right. Big Vito and Strange Person's name. They're connected some way with Romanoff. I don't know where,
How would Vito?
But it does say here, I copied this one down, that Romanoff was a gambler.
All right, that ties him in with Vito.
Yeah, it would have to if he's betting the races.
Especially if he's bet, yeah, the ponies. Okay.
I mean, a man with Romanoff's profession would not have the kind of money to keep backing himself up. He bet almost every day of his life.
But how could Strange Person be involved in all this? I can understand Romanoff and Vito, and perhaps Big Vito killed Romanoff for owing too much of a debt. We're gonna have to check into that, exactly how much Romanoff owed and Big Vito.
The only thing I got on Strange Person is someone eyeball witnessed Romanoff going in the Strange Person's house.
Come on in.
Oh, you want it?
Thank you. Okay, we have a lot on Big Vito. Let's see, Strange Person. Okay, the only thing we have on Strange Person is, besides Big Romanoff going into, is that he was in an accident, a car accident, occurred January 31st.
With who?
Big Vito.
Oh, so
Okay, it happened in Norwalk, Connecticut. The Norwalk police said yesterday they are following leads in the accident, but there are no further developments. Okay, we're gonna have to look into that.
Vito, Strange Person, Romanoff accident. It's a triangle.
What was Romanoff's occupation?
Construction worker. He was working on that new building downtown. I don't know what corporation it is, but it's a corporation building.
It was the Esther Line?
Could have been.
You know, this could sound far-fetched, but somehow I think all this ties in together.
Looks like a triangle.
I don't know how, I don't know why. Any ideas?
None yet, but I got one. Captain, this is Clark. Permission, sir, to get a couple of men and put a watch on Big Vito, and another couple of men and put a watch on Strange Person's house. Yeah. Well, sir, I'll file a full, complete report for you. But I would like a couple of men to watch over Vito, watch his every move, and put a couple of watches on Strange Person's house. Let me know what goes on over there. Okay, sir. Thank you. Bye.
What I suggest we do is, why don't you pay since we're having somebody watching Big Vito, why don't you pay a visit to Strange Person's house?
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
And I'll go see about Romanoff. I'll take a look around. And then if it's not too late, I'll go see Big Vito. See what he has to say about it.
I don't know if you'll be able to see him.
It's gonna be tough. Well, I'm gonna get going, see what developments I can,
All right.
take care of.
I don't know if I should pay a visit to Strange Person such late an hour, but I might.
What the heck? Take it easy, make sure. Be careful, all right?
Don't worry about me, Joe. I can
Okay.
take care of myself. Good night, Joe.
Good night.
Luther,
Yeah, boss.
I want you to go over to my brother's house and watch every move he makes. and then come back with a full report. You understand?
Yes, boss, yes.
Good, get going. Coming. Please hold on. I'll be there in a moment. Yes?
Dr. Strange person?
That's who I am.
I'm Sergeant Clark Johansson of the police department. I'd like to see you.
Of course, you can see me. You're looking at me at this very moment, but if you insist upon coming in, come in.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Why don't you have a seat right there, and I'll be right back, if you don't mind. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Sergeant. I do hope that you're not in too much of a hurry. I just had to get my cigars. Now, what would the police department be coming here to see me for?
Well, just a two questions, sir. Sorry to bug you at such a late an hour, but sometimes business can't wait
Well,
till
the only thing that
morning.
bothers me is it's a Sunday and it's getting dark outside, and I like my Sundays to myself, but it's quite all right. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you know anybody by the name of a Big Vito Caprelli?
No, I don't.
How about a John Romanoff?
I've heard of him, but no, not personally.
Okay. Where were you last Tuesday night at approximately 8 p.m.?
I was home. Yeah.
Do you have anybody who could state that you were here?
Well, not really, just my car. And if my car could talk, he would attest to the fact that I was home a whole evening last Tuesday.
Say. Well, I've come here to question you on this. Last Tuesday, a man by the name of John Romanoff was murdered. Now, the papers stated that John Romanoff killed himself, but us police people know that it's murder. And
I was just reading about the murder in the paper. They had another write-up on it. They are now calling it a murder, just for your information. The papers have changed their line.
well, what I'd like to know is if you had any connection with him at all, if you knew any of them at all, because Big Vito is a mobster.
Yes, I realize that. But no. First of all, I don't have any ties with the mob whatsoever. I don't need to have any ties with the mob whatsoever, and I think it's ridiculous for you to come in here and even imply that I have ties to the mob.
Sir, I'm not implying that you have any ties
I know
to the
you're
mob.
questioning me, but what you're really doing is building up to the fact that you believe that I am involved with these people. Well, quite honestly, no.
Well, you say you're not involved with them.
No.
Well, we've had some people watching over Big Vito, Romanoff's house, and yours.
My house?
Yes,
For whatever reason.
to see if anything was connected.
Well, why did you come up with my name in the first place?
It was in John Romanoff's apartment in his little diary.
John Romanoff kept a diary with my name in it.
Yes,
Interesting. Especially when I never met the man.
he was also seen coming into this house, sir, about 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. Well, 3 weeks ago would explain a great many things. First of all, 3 weeks ago I was on vacation and my house was left vacant for 2 weeks.
In other words, you weren't here.
No, I wasn't here.
Is there anybody who could have access to this place, or?
Nobody in particular. Just... let's see. There's a cleaning woman that comes in every week. She's the only one who would have access to the place. Do you think that Miss Murdoch is involved with the mob?
I don't know, sir. I'm just here to question you, to try to find an answer to what happened.
Well, you're questioning me. Have you found an answer to what happened?
Possibly.
Oh, would you mind sharing your sudden brainstorm?
I would like to. If you weren't here 3 weeks ago, and John Romanoff was seen entering this house, then either he entered here illegally or he entered here legally. Now,
Well, that's quite obvious, but what I'm trying to tell you is I was not at home. I wasn't anywhere near here. I was in Florida, which is over 1,200 miles away. I've got an airtight alibi, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir. But I only have to check out anything. Is there anything disturbed here, or did you find anything strange, anything missing?
Oh, for goodness sakes, you're asking me. Well, I'm sure if I had, I would have surely reported it to the fine police force in which you are employed by. The only thing I can think of is, maybe Miss Murdoch is in with the mob. You know, she's quite affluent for a cleaning woman. She always has a lot of money. And it's possible that Miss Murdoch, could have gotten herself into here and let Vito and, Romanoff in here, and I'm not too sure. But of course you'll have to speak with Miss Murdoch about that.
Okay, sir. If I come up with anything, is it all right to come back here, in case I have to?
Well, I see no reason why not, but you better catch me in a good mood. Because when I'm in a bad mood, no one wants to mess with Bruce W. Strange person. Well, Sergeant, it's been nice meeting you.
Yes, sir. One question before I go.
What's that?
What do you do for a living? I read that you were some kind of an inventor or scientist or
Yes, I
something.
am. I invent security devices, electronic devices, those types of things. I'm a freelance. Right now I work for the General Dynamics in Groton, Connecticut.
What do you assemble for them?
Guidance systems for the Trident submarines. That's basically it. If you don't mind, Sergeant, I'm getting a little weary. I need my dinner, if you know what I mean.
Right.
I do hope that everything works out to your advantage, and you can show yourself out.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Welcome. I'll just finish reading my paper here. Got to get up on the sports, you know.
I may have to come back.
Of course. Let's hope, as I say, I'm in a good mood. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye. It's me. I know. I've worked it all out for you, but it's only temporary. That's right. He came. Yes, he somehow believes that I'm tied in with him. Well, you know what that means for me. Once he catches on that I never went to Hawaii, or there is no cleaning lady by the name of Murdoch, I am in big trouble. Therefore, you've got to send me my money. If you don't send me my money, I can't get out of the country, and I don't want to go to jail for you, do you understand? I expect my money tomorrow morning, please. It'll take him at least 3 days to check out all the information I gave him. I don't care about Groton. I don't care about General Dynamics. I want my money, and I want out of this country. Because what you're planning is insane. Tomorrow morning. Yes. done? What have I done?
Is everything you told me true?
Yeah, sure, boss. Everything. You asked me to watch that man, and I did. I watched him. I came back. I told you everything. And some cop came. He seems to think that guy's involved with a murder. He seems to think that guy used some kind of electrical device. You know what he's talking about?
No, I don't,
You gonna
Luther.
reward me?
Yes,
Very generously, like you said.
very generously. I'm going to give you what you deserve. I'm going to give you death.
Joe, what the devil are you doing here?
Well, I went to Romanoff's house. I got a couple of boys from forensic. A couple from the lab. Went over there, searched the whole house top to bottom. And just came out here to fill out my report. How about you and strange person?
Came back here to fill out a small report. I was going to continue it tomorrow, but I did visit him.
Anything of importance?
A couple of things. I think he's behind it somewhere because he mentioned a device stolen from him that could amplify electric energy. And it was stolen from him about a week ago when Romanoff was seen going to his house. I also noticed another thing. I didn't even say anything. There was some peculiar machine running in there or something.
Such as?
It was a humming sound. I don't know what it was, but
I mean, humming,
what you know,
buzzing.
Yeah, buzzing. And I didn't mention anything about it. I just played cool on it.
No, I didn't get in to see Big Vito, just like you said. House is locked up. Seems to be nobody there.
Never telling when you can run into him.
It's true. Oh, yeah, you had a phone call. Who's your wife? Your wife called. Said she's very angry with you and to give her a call. There's got to be a time between all three of these persons. But I'm tired. I have a slight fever. I am very tired, and I think Romanov, Vito, and strange person can wait until we're well rested. What do you say, Clark?
All right. I'll be in here a few more minutes, though. I got to copy down a couple of things.
Yeah.
And just one other thing I've got to make sure of here. Is the captain in? He's not. Okay, get a hold of the boys watching over strange person's house. I want more people watching. Yeah. All right, thanks. See you tomorrow, Joe.
Okay. Go home.
Don't worry, I'll go home.
At the workshop?
Doesn't matter.
Big Vito.
See what happened to my car?
Yeah, I see what happened to your car.
Who done this to my car? You supposed to be a good policeman. You know, find out who done this to my car. You in the police department.
Name's Sergeant Clark Johansson.
Okay, Sergeant Johansson. Why you know find out who done this to my car? It was like this for 3 months.
You don't know who did this?
I'm right there. You policeman, you find out who done this to me. I would like to know.
Are you putting me on, Vito?
What can I say? I don't see nobody on. No, me. Vito.
Yes, I know
Somebody
you.
done this to my car. Yeah.
I know you very well.
You policeman, you find out, please.
You know very well who did it, Vito.
I don't know.
Strange person.
All right. Strange person. You done this to my car.
Yes.
All right. That's all I want to know.
Surprised you haven't rubbed him out yet.
I don't do those things. You know that. You know I don't do these things. Okay? You say strange man did this?
Yes.
Okay. It's big take care. Okay? Thank you very much, Sergeant.
Vito,
Bye.
how's John Romanoff?
You don't see John Romanoff.
You don't see John Romanoff.
I'm too busy with my other businesses to bother with this John Romanoff. You understand what I'm saying, Sergeant?
I understand completely.
Right now, please find out who done this to me, and I'll take care of the matter myself. You just find out, I'll take care. All right? Thank you. All right?
Joe,
Clark, any new reads?
talk to Big Vito.
Did you? What do you have to say?
Little of this, a little of that. I was looking at the dents in his car, and
He denies, I suppose, ever knowing Romanoff or a strange person, huh?
oh, he didn't deny knowing Romanoff. He just denied
knew
ever.
him?
Yeah, he just denied ever seeing him in the past couple of weeks.
Surprising.
He acted like he didn't know who hit his car.
How about strange person? I know you went to go see him.
The only thing I noticed about strange person was he seemed nervous.
Does he?
Yeah,
What about?
about all the questions I was asking him. I think we're on to something here, Joe.
I went over to Romanoff's house at the laboratories once again, and I came up with a blood sample, type AB negative, and that's Romanoff's blood type. Nothing much, just a spot of blood.
What about ballistics? Did they check the place over again?
Yeah, they did. They found a bullet. They found actually a hole in the wall with a .22 caliber bullet embedded in there. I don't know if it's a murder weapon, but with that blood stain, the evidence is starting to pile up. The evidence isn't pointing to nobody. For all we know, it could have been a simple robbery. But
All this isn't adding up,
it isn't.
but it's all pointing to one person.
I don't see how it is pointing to one person, but we know. God, do we know? It has to be a strange person. Somehow Big Vito is involved and his car's involved. Did you have the lab boys go over the car
Yeah?
for anything?
No, I didn't have the time to do it. I checked it over myself. I didn't see much. The only thing I could think of is Vito says that he doesn't know who hit his car. And he said to me, strange person do this to my car, and I'll take care of it. That's it, Joe. Strange person's working for him. What could that be? Very simple. Strange person hit his car, and immediately Vito, you know Vito, he would have rubbed him off. Unless he asked strange person to work for him.
Exactly.
That's his way of paying back his mistake for hitting Vito's car.
Then that means that Big Vito's tied in some big way. Not just an acquaintance.
Oh.
What we have to do is we have to go back over the strange person's house, not only inside the house, but outside the house. For a tree, maybe a strange person in his hurry to get away hit something. Did you notice any pieces of metal gone from Vito's car, anything?
Yes.
You did.
Some of the trim around the tires.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna have to do. Why don't you pay a visit to the strange person's house again? Tell him we know. Tell him that we know he killed Romanoff for some strange reason. And I'll take the lab boys and go back over to Romanoff's house.
All right.
And also get in touch with the captain. The captain called. He wants you to give him a call. I think he's getting down. He got down on my case. It's taking too long on the case.
All right, Joe.
We'll meet back here.
All right.
We'll see you back here in like an hour.
All right.
Or an hour and a half.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Take it easy.
Yes, this is Phineas. You're going to have to knock off those two cops. They're getting too close. I don't intend to spend the rest of my life in prison. I don't care how you do it, but I do care when, and it must be soon. Vito, you're never discreet about those things, so don't even bother telling me about it. Do it. That's all there is. Goodbye.
Just the man I have to see, but not at this point. You can come back later on this evening at 8 o'clock. It's of great importance. Please, it's very important.
All right, Bruce. We'll be here.
Do be careful of Vito. See you later.
Clark. Joe.
Oh, man. Well, it's been over every inch of Romanoff's house and outside. No, not one piece of metal. Nothing. Again. Any luck with, Bruce?
Wants us to come and talk to him. Vital information, he said.
When?
Tonight at 8.
Did you call the captain?
No, but I'm going to.
You think we should go?
Yeah, he also said look out for Big Vito. I think Vito's got something planned for us there.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have the time?
Yeah. 4:37.
Thank you.
She's hot to trot. I shouldn't be saying that. I'm married.
Dirty old man.
No, okay, listen, we gotta go down to the office.
We got some reports to fill out. And then what time did Crusader come back?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock?
Yes. First, let's go back to Romanoff's house. I just had an idea. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I've been over there. I've been over there twice. Aside from the first time when we first got a call there, but it's nothing. But if you want to go back, let's go back.
All right.
Bruce, I'm going to grab a bite to eat down at the deli over there. You want something?
No. No.
Have that soda.
All right. I don't have time for a wash.
Romanoff's house?
Found nothing.
Right. Except for the bullet holes and the bullet I showed you. That's about all we got. But we do know somebody.
I still keep saying it's strange person. It's gotta be. Tied up in it somewhere also.
Got to be Vito.
Ignored everything I said to him. You know, it's like he's deliberately avoiding my questions. Yeah, I think you better go call the captain and tell him what's going on.
Yeah, alright. Want anything soda?
No thanks.
Clark! You all right?
Ah. I think so. Who was that?
Come on. You see who was driving?
No, but I did catch the first two words. AJ. My license plate. Alright, are you on? Can you walk?
I think so. He just nicked me. Ah!
You alright?
Yeah, I can make it.
Like I said, it's time with you.
Have to be.
Got the license. We checked on this car right now. The guys, as soon as I get the phone, we'll be able to tell.
Why would it be him, though? He asked us to come here.
Maybe somebody used this car?
Wait a minute. A note for us. It says, Joe wants us to come back at 10 o'clock. He says something very urgent came up.
You might have to make the trip yourself. You're supposed to go to a luncheon meeting. So it's back to the headquarters?
Yeah, come on, let's go.
How do you feel?
I'm all right. Just didn't hit me too hard. That was his problem.
Well, the MV, Motor Vehicle Department, just called. It was Bruce.
It was Bruce's
It was Bruce's car. Whether or not it was Bruce, we have to go talk to him. Listen, did you see the captain yet? He was looking for you.
Yeah.
Give you the same speech he gave me. Don't you know the case is blah, blah, blah months old. I can feel it. Clark, I can feel it in my bones.
You're taking your damn time on it, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You boys, why don't you get back to work?
Hey, listen, Captain. We've been through a hell of a lot.
Listen to me, you squirt. Shut your mouth. Finish what you're doing. I want a full report on my desk. Okay? Thank you.
Yes, sir. That guy gets me. Okay, listen.
If it was Bruce who tried to kill me with his car, he wasn't going fast enough.
Yeah, but why just hit you?
I don't know. He's got me.
I'm gonna give Big Vito a call.
Wait a minute.
He's tied in with it somewhere. I can't wait a minute. We waited minutes long enough in this.
Joe, wait 1 minute. Stay right here. What'd you say, Carson?
We said that there's a call on line 6.
Oh, okay.
Well, put it through.
God damn it, I am.
Joe, we've got to round up our other friends in the police department, and we got to go over to the south side. Big Vito's men have a move bringing in heroin. We can catch them.
All right, let's go.
Come on. Sit him down. Drop that gun. Drop it. The problem with Big Vito's boys shipping in the heroin was taken care of by Joe and myself and the rest of our partners in the police station. But another problem had arisen. We got a call on the telephone. Dr. Strange person, Bruce, called us. He said it was an emergency. It was very important that we get over to his house, so we rushed over as quick as we possibly could.
poison my cup of tea I have right before I retire. That doesn't matter anymore. What matters is this.
What?
My brother.
Your brother?
Yeah.
What about him?
He's insane. He's my... insane! Oh, the pain. The pain is too hard. You've got to stop him. He wants to take over the...
Call an ambulance.
The world.
Quick.
He wants to take over the world. Don't worry. He knows.
Hang on.
He knows. He knows that I know and that I told you. And I had to... That's why he killed me. Stop him.
Clark. Can't handle it. We're no closer than we were in the beginning. His brother.
That sound? It's coming from upstairs.
Come on, I'll take you back to her.
Hold right there. Don't move.
Right. Now you've got me. And what do you think you're going to do with me? You fools have ruined a perfectly good thing. A perfectly good thing! You may have ruined the only chance I have for world domination and wealth. And now you fools will pay. And you will pay dearly with your lives.
Dr. Strangeperson's twin brother.
How did you ever guess, smartass?
It's just like Bruce. All right, put your hands up against the wall. Turn around. Move it!
Don't you understand that this red button right here is wired in with enough dynamite planted in the foundation of this house to destroy it and half the city block? The minute I press this button, your life, and my life will end, and there's nothing you can do about it.
But I'm confused about a couple of things.
What is that?
Why did you kill your brother?
My brother was a fool. He knew too much, and he bothered too little. I had to rub him out, so me, Phineas T. Strangeperson, can rule the world one day. Weaklings like Bruce won't survive.
What about John Romanoff?
John Romanoff? John Romanoff was a patsy. I used him.
What about Big Vito?
Big Vito is still in my organization, but don't confuse the issues. Right now, I'm going to push this button and end your lives.
Get up against the wall right now.
Shut up.
Move it.
What are you going to do to me?
Come on, get up against the wall.
That does it. I'm pushing the lever.
What did you just do?
In 5 seconds, exactly 5 seconds, you'll all die.
Ah. Come on, Joe, we gotta get out of here. Come on. Come on, let's get out of here.
Hit the deck! You all right? What happened? You blew the whole damn place up. There's nothing left of it.
I lost my glasses. Here.
Sure. Listen, man. Captain's gonna kill us. What the hell are we gonna tell him? We found him. We found the person who was doing everything. Killing, robberies. He blew himself up. How's he ever gonna believe what we just went through? I think they ever will, Clark. Come on, we gotta go someplace. Let's go.